Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to another session of learning. Today, you're going to learn a very interesting topic from English grammar. We're going to learn the basics, and the first topic is going to be the parts of speech in English. We all know that there are 8 parts of speech, and we will learn briefly about each of them. So, let's begin our lesson. What do you understand by parts of speech? Now, parts of speech is the way a word functions in a sentence. Now, here you have an example. The word is fire. There was a huge forest fire in Australia. The fire drill was not done by them. They don't fire people without a good reason. Now, if you've noticed, the word fire is common, but the meaning of the fire changes according to the sentence. Now, when I say there is a huge forest fire, I am talking about something, a fire, something that burns. The fire drill. What kind of drill? The fire drill. They don't fire people. Here what are we trying to say? Here fire stands for removing people, or what you say, is taking, laying them off, or sacking them. So you see, the word fire has 3 different meanings, and so because of that, the parts of speech of each of these words also differs. The first fire is a noun because it's a thing. The second fire is an adjective, the fire drill, and the third fire is a verb because they are doing something. So this is how it is. So let us first understand what is meant by parts of speech, and then we will progress. I hope this is clear. Parts of speech originally. This was how the words were divided into 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. The reason I said originally is that of late many grammarians have been rejecting interjection as one of the parts of speech. Today they have brought in determiners. Some of them even say the articles are also part of the parts of speech. Whatever it is, because determiners and articles, they are also part of adjectives and pronouns and all. So it doesn't matter. We will look at them at a different time. But for now, let us stick to the original list of 8: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Now, this lesson is just an introduction. We are not going to get into the depth of what each one is. We will do that at a later time. The first one in our list is the noun. What is it? A noun is a naming word. It is the name of a person, place, thing, creature, feeling, idea, action, subject, any living or non-living thing among others. So anything that has a name is a noun. Say for example, I have given you a list of examples there. Person, Sita. Place, name of a place, Mumbai. Name of a thing, milk. Name of a creative thing, it's a creature, coronavirus. Feeling, helplessness. Idea, globalization. Action, walking. Subject, math. Living, man. Non-living, rock. Now you might be confused about what is walking. Why is it called? Because I'm sure you have some knowledge of what parts of speech is, and you might think that walking is a verb. But let me put it this way. I like walking. What do I like? I like something. Walking. So here it functions like a noun. Yeah, you can go forward. Other grammarians also talk about it being a gerund and all. We'll discuss all that later. But for now, let us accept this as a matter of fact. The second one in our list of parts of speech is the pronoun. So what is it? A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. We use a pronoun to substitute a noun. It's a vast topic, but here I am just giving you an introduction. Example of some pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, it, they, and there are many more. We look at all of them at a greater detail later. So, for example, person, Sita, I substituted with she, Ram, he, place, Mumbai, it, thing, milk, it, creature, coronavirus, it, feeling, helplessness, it, idea, globalization, it, action, walking, it, subject, math, it, living, man, he, non-living, rock, it. Say, for example, you would say the Kapoor family, you could say they. So you understand. So we use a pronoun in place of a noun. Adjective, the third in the list. So what is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. It gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. For example, the bird is beautiful. The bird is a noun. How is the bird? How do you describe the bird? The bird is beautiful. The man is tall. How is the man? How do you describe the man? Tall. Math is a noun. It's a subject. It is an interesting subject. What kind of a subject? Interesting. She is a good singer. Now, she and singer. What kind of a singer is she? Good. What is she? A good singer. It is a heavy book. It is heavy. So there you see all these words there. The beautiful, the word beautiful, tall, interesting, good, heavy. All of these are adjectives because they either describe a noun or a pronoun. They give more information about a noun or a pronoun. I hope this is clear here. The fourth parts of speech in our list is the verb. This is a very crucial part of speech. But we'll learn about it in greater detail as we progress in our lessons later on. But first let us understand what a verb is. Basically a verb is a word that tells us about the work or the action done by the noun or a pronoun. It's an action word. It tells us what the noun is doing, what the pronoun did. Right. So it's an action word or a word that describes the work done. So for example here, the man is running. What did the man do? What is the man doing? He is running. She is singing. What is she doing? The pronoun. Singing. It is working noiselessly. What is it doing? It is working. The bus is moving. So you see, all these are verbs. But there is more to verbs than just this. And it is the most important thing because it is said that without a verb, no sentence exists in English. So that important verb is. And most of us Indians tend to make errors in the usage of verbs. But more about it later. Nothing to worry. More interesting lessons on the way. You will learn. Now we are going to learn another very important parts of speech, the adverb. So what is an adverb? An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, and also another adverb. So adverb, let us look at it like this. Something that adds more meaning or something that adds more understanding of what the verb has done. So, for example, he is running. Now, what is the verb here? The verb is running. He is running fast. How is he running? Fast. So, it is giving you more information about the verb running. So, the word fast is an adverb. Likewise, let us look at the next sentence there. The building is tall. How is the building? Describe the building. Tall. So, tall is an adjective. The building is very tall. How tall? Very tall. It is giving you information about the adjective tall. Very. The word very. So, very is an adverb. So, here an adverb describes or gives more information about an adjective. Now, let us look at the third sentence. She is singing. What is she doing? Singing. She is singing sweetly. How is she singing? Sweetly. So, sweetly is an adverb. Now, look at the third sentence. She is singing extremely sweetly. How sweetly? Extremely sweetly. So, the word extremely is giving you more information about the word sweetly. Now, sweetly is an adverb, and extremely is also an adverb because it is giving you more information about the adverb sweetly. So, in short, let us try to understand an adverb is a word that describes or gives more information about a verb, about an adjective, and also about another adverb. So, more about adverb later on, but for now, I am sure this is good enough. Preposition, another very important parts of speech, and this is one area again where many Indians tend to make errors. So, we make a lot of prepositional errors. But before we understand more about those errors and what they are and all, let us first understand what a preposition is. To define preposition is not very easy. Because it has multiple meanings and multiple usages. But for now, let us try to understand the meaning of preposition in very simple terms. You must have heard this by many teachers. Preposition, something that tells you the position, right? So, let us take that same definition for now. So, a preposition is a word that shows the position, movement or time of a noun or a pronoun with relation to another noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Now, let's use the example to make things clear. The ball is in the basket. Now, you see the ball is the first noun. The second noun is the basket. Now, where is the ball? In. The word in. Now, that tells you the position of the ball in relation to the basket. Now, let's look at the second example. He walked into the room. He is a pronoun. Room is a noun. And there is a word which shows the movement of the subject in relation to the object, that is he and room. Which is that word? The word is into. It shows the movement. He walked into the room. So, into is a preposition of movement. Now, let us look at another one sentence there. Let us meet at 4 p.m. today at the market. Us, subject, 4 p.m. today at the market. So, you have the market also there. At what time? Time, at 4 p.m. So, at is preposition of time. Again, today at the market. Where? At the market. So, again, this is preposition of position or place. So, for the time being, let us understand preposition is a word that tells us about the position, movement or time of a noun or a pronoun with another noun or a pronoun in the sentence. For now, let us just keep that in mind. We will learn more about preposition as we progress in our lessons. Now let's look at conjunction. This is the seventh one of the parts of speech. What is a conjunction? Look at the word conjunction, junction. So the word junction reminds us of a meeting point where the roads meet. Alright. So likewise, if we take the same analogy there, so a conjunction is a word that joins a word or a sentence with another word or a sentence. Now let us look at the example there. Do you want your food served hot or cold? Hot or cold. So the word or is a conjunction. Now let us look at the next sentence. We must catch that bus and travel the whole night to reach our destination. Now this is actually divided into two parts. We must catch that bus is the first sentence. Travel the whole night to reach our destination is the second sentence. And the word that is joining these two sentences is the word and that is a conjunction. Now if you look at the third sentence, as it was raining heavily, we stayed back home. Now for the sentence to be meaningful, if I simply say as it was raining heavily, it is an incomplete sentence. And I have added this sentence, we stayed back home. So that part of the word as functions as a conjunction here. But what type of conjunctions are there? We will look at them in greater detail later. So for now let us understand a conjunction is a word that joins a word or a sentence with another word or a sentence. Now we have come to the last parts of speech, the interjection. Interjection sounds like something that comes suddenly in between, something that's kind of an interruption, something that projects. So if you look at that, interjection is a word that is used to express sudden feelings, something that happens suddenly, sudden feelings of joy, sorrow, excitement, surprise, shock, etc. So for example here, you were watching these IPL matches, of course we don't have now, but you were watching these IPL matches and Kohli has hit a huge six all of a sudden, and you would say, wow, what a huge six by Kohli. So the word wow is an interjection because it's a word that shows sudden feelings of joy. Alas, the catch was dropped by Kohli. Now Kohli has dropped the catch, and this catch probably is a very crucial catch. So there's some sense of sorrow there. So you say alas. And you notice there are exclamation marks there. So it shows sudden feelings. Then you won the trophy. Hurrah! Excitement. Ouch! That hurts. So that's pain. So in all, let us try to understand that interjection is a word that is used to express sudden feelings of joy, sorrow, excitement, surprise, shock, etc. I will share with you a list of those words which can function as interjections very shortly. But for now, this is it. So, is that it? No. There is more on the way, and I request you to keep watching English Bricks. I would be very happy if you would share, subscribe and comment on my videos and on my lessons. I assure you with all sincerity that I am going to come up with a lot more interesting and useful content for all those people who are looking towards learning and perfecting their English, whether it's grammar, teaching, or plain learning English for fun. So, thank you all once again for watching. English Bricks. I hope this lesson on parts of speech and introduction was useful. Please comment so that I can, if you have any questions or queries, I would be very happy to answer. Again, before I sign off, I would like to remind you all that we are in the midst of a pandemic. I would request you all to stay at home, self-quarantine, maintain social distancing, keep yourself in a healthy condition, take care of your health, take care of yourself and your loved ones. God bless, and let's all together pray to the Almighty that we can quickly overcome this COVID-19, find a cure, find a vaccination, and get back to our own lives. God bless, take care, see you. Signing off from English Bricks for now. God bless.